This is all happening this morning as we watch this winter weather move into the viewing area.
We have reporters checking on road conditions, snowfall, and ice accumulation.
Road temperatures, an exclusive thing that we have here for you at WRAL.
You're going to want to keep an eye out for any icy spots.
I am checking for any flurries, but I'm seeing mostly just sleet.
Using dual pole radar, I'll show you why we're starting to see that sleet line creep to the south.
WRAL will have team coverage of this winter weather all morning long.
And right now at 6 o'clock, our northern communities are seeing snow falling right now. It is a WRAL winter weather alert day. We'll be with you all morning long. Thanks for joining us. I'm Renee Chu.
I'm Chris Levingood. Yeah, we're going to where all the action is right now weather-wise, so stay with us. Let's go ahead and get you caught up on how this system is shaping up so far. Right now, we want to give you a live look at RDU. And right now, there are 6 delays and 2 cancellations. But as always, check your flight before you head out to the airport. That's important. Our news desk checked on weather-related accidents. Nothing is showing up in Wake County. That's good. A few were reported in Durham, were not too major, though, and they have cleared. We're also checking local power companies for outages, and so far, there are no significant issues to report.
Some school systems are operating on a delay today, and others are going fully remote. Wake County schools are operating on a 2-hour delay. Buses will run on that schedule. Here's a look at how other school systems are handling the situation. No school system has closed for the day. Really, there's no reason to. That's in line with our forecast. The school systems in yellow are on a 2-hour delay this morning. That includes Orange, Chatham, Johnson County schools. Those in green are remote learning today, so that would also include Durham Public Schools. We will continue to update this list for you on WRAL.com as any more school changes come in. You can also find it on the WRAL weather app.
And our meteorologists are providing up-to-the-minute updates this morning as the system continues to move through. And of course, we're going to have reporters live. We're checking on the road conditions, the snowfall, and the ice accumulation as well.
Let's get right to our meteorologists for an update on conditions. Amy Wilmoth starts our team coverage in the WRAL Severe Weather Center. And Amy, the snow contained to our northern communities. It looks like a winter wonderland in some places.
That's right. As expected, the snow has been confined to the northern part of our viewing area, the counties that border Virginia. This is a live look at Roxborough, and there's still a little bit of snow falling. It looks like it might be mixing with a little bit of sleet and rain as well. But our reporter, Allie, has been out there and reporting both sleet and snow in the last hour. Here's a live look at our dual Doppler 5000. And again, the winter weather has been confined to the northern part of our viewing area. I did run into a little bit of sleet very early this morning around 1 o'clock as I was driving in. So there's the potential for some sleet mixing in at times in and around the triangle, but it's mostly going to be just a cold rain for most of us. Here's a look at the northern part of our viewing area. The white area, that is the snow, and it's been coming down in the northern part of our viewing area for the last few hours. South Hill has had some snow. We're starting to see that accumulate a little bit on the grassy surfaces. We've seen snow in Clarksville with our Car Lake camera as well. And as mentioned, Allie is in Roxborough, and she's been reporting a little bit of snow as well. Now, this is key. This is an exclusive tool that we have in our weather center. Road temperatures, they're all above freezing. So far, so good. Roads are wet, but there's nothing frozen on the roads. Air temperatures right now, the only spot right now reporting freezing on this map, 32 in South Hill, Virginia. We're well above freezing in the Triangle. 31 in Henderson, though, 30 in Roanoke Rapids. So as we zoom into some of our northern communities, we do have some spots that are below freezing. So elevated surfaces are a concern as you travel north approaching Virginia. We'll have to deal with this winter precipitation for the next few hours. This is 7 o'clock this morning. Still the northern half of our viewing area getting some snow, probably some sleet with that as well, mainly a cold rain from the Triangle and points south. By 9-10 o'clock this morning, we're starting to see the winter precip wind down and transitioning to more of a cold rain. Meteorologist Chris Michaels is here to explain how you can get the road temperatures anytime you want if you have our weather app.
Yeah, Amy, it's pretty simple, right? So the road temperatures, if you go to our weather app, click More on the bottom right, click Map Center there, and you'll have to scroll down just a little bit because there's a series of maps that are more important to you on an everyday basis, like temperatures, Futurecast, the 7-day. But as you look right there, there's your road temperature map. You kind of zoom into it, and thankfully all those right now are above freezing. But as Amy said, the bridges tend to get a little bit colder than surrounding roads as you have more cold air that's ventilating beneath and above the bridge there. So that's going to be something especially north of I-85. And if your travels take you into Virginia today. Now, overnight tonight, temperatures drop below freezing north of the Triangle, but we'll have enough dry time between now and then to where I don't expect any kind of refreeze or slick spots out the door Saturday morning. Sanford 33 tomorrow morning, Benson 35, Clinton, no worries, you'll be at about 37. A lot of Christmas parades, tree lightings going on for the weekend. We'll look deeper into those coming up in just a little bit. In the meantime, here's Ken with 3 things you need to know.
Exactly. And as you get ready to head out the door this morning, just know that there will be a messy morning commute. Expect wet road conditions throughout the morning. And by all means, try to leave the house a little sooner than usual. Let's take you outside, give you a live look at I-40 and Avon Ferry Road. Our goal is to make sure you know exactly what to expect as you head out. Right now, traffic flowing nicely in all directions and beginning to pick up a bit because more traffic, more people are heading to work or to appointments or whatever the case may be. But right now, we're not seeing very little to no delays on any of those major routes coming into the Raleigh-Wake County area. Sort of a 1-minute delay coming in from Knightdale. Similarly, we're not seeing any slowdowns whatsoever if you're heading into Durham as well. You're getting ready to head into the car, though. Tune us in on the radio, 101.5 HD3.
Ken, thank you. Whenever winter makes an appearance, Roxborough seems to be one of the first places to get snow. And that's why we call it the snow capital of our viewing area.
That's why we say Ali Calabar there, right? But we're joined now on the phone by Chief David Hess there with the Roxborough Police Department with an update on the conditions there. Thanks so much for joining us this morning, Chief.
And good morning, WRAL. Here in the snow capital of the Triangle, just a light dusting in some of our elevated areas, mostly on grass and metal surfaces. Roads are really just wet this morning, so we're appreciative of that for a safe morning commute.
Chief Hess, I don't know if you've been out driving on the roads quite yet, or there's probably not a whole lot of traffic right now. Have you been getting any reports of any weather-related accidents yet?
Great question. I talked with our officers working over night hours. Nothing to report this morning. No snow-related events or winter weather events reported overnight.
And can you talk a little bit about the plans you may have in place to handle any potential slick spots that may be out there on the road?
Yeah, motorists should be aware that bridges, overpasses, and low-lying areas are prone to freezing during conditions like this. Really appreciate our partners with DOT and our City Public Works. They lined the roads yesterday in preparation for any snow that we may have. So overall, we are hopeful that this will be a low-impact event. We do expect to see some snow on and off throughout the rest of the morning, but we don't expect it to create any safety concerns for travel.
And certainly you guys know how to handle snow. We're taking a live look right now at some of the snow falling in your town, and it sure looks beautiful. But I know it's not going to be a snow day for you and that you will be busy all morning, so we appreciate your time talking with us, and we hope everyone stays safe.
Everything's better in person. Thank y'all.
Thank you. Chief Hess with Roxborough Police.
Yeah, definitely living on the snow capital of the area, as he was just talking about there. Now, just to be cautious, school officials in neighboring Orange and Durham counties, they actually delayed the start times or even switched to remote learning today.
WRAL's Monica Casey is on I-40 in Orange County right now with how things are looking at this hour. Monica, what's falling right now and how are the roads looking?
Good morning. We are definitely not in the snow capital of the Triangle right now where we are. Let me spin the camera around so you can see it's really just a wet road here. We are on 40 near the border of Orange and Durham counties. We have been all up and down Durham County. We were over in Chapel Hill off 15501 earlier, and now this is what we're seeing on 40 eastbound. We took 40 westbound just a little while ago. Didn't see any issues there. You can see there is, as Ken mentioned, a little more traffic on the roads this morning, but people are leaving some good space between them and the car in front of them, which is important because while the roads are wet, there is always that possibility of an icy patch. We luckily have not seen any yet, but we will keep you updated. Live in Orange County, Monica Casey, WRAL News.
And happening right now in the WRAL Live Center because of the weather that we are seeing. A lot of events scheduled for tonight have been canceled. I'm going to go through a couple of them for you. We just learned that MAD, North Carolina, says that they are going to cancel their Tree of Life candlelight vigil that was supposed to happen tonight. They say they want to make sure everybody's safety is a priority. They say they will still decorate the tree in honor of all of the lives lost on North Carolina roadways in 2024. Also, the town of Youngsville posting to
to their Facebook page saying that the tree lighting ceremony scheduled for tonight will be postponed. They also had to postpone the fireworks. Those fireworks will be postponed to a later date. Another cancellation tonight, downtown Oxford, saying that their lighting of the Greens and Christmas parade has been canceled due to the forecast. The decision was made in the interest of safety. They will reschedule for a new date. Here in the WRAL Live Center, we're going to stay on top of all of these event cancellations and keep you updated.
We know you will, Michelle. Thank you. And folks, you can stay on top of those cancellations as well. And you can do that in real time with the WRAL weather app. But make sure that your push notifications are turned on. That way you get alerts sent right to your phone.
It is 6:09 here on this WRAL Winter Weather Alert Day. You're looking live at 440 East in Raleigh, and you can see traffic is building right now. We will check in with Flynn Snyder after the break to show you how roads in Wake County are looking right now. Our team of meteorologists is analyzing the newest data so you'll know what to expect. Team coverage of this Winter Weather Alert Day continues.
As you get into your car, tune to WRAL News Plus on your radio. In Raleigh on 99.3 FM. In Durham, 96.5 FM. And everywhere on 101.5 HD3.
6:13 this morning, getting our first snow picture in our viewing area, thanks to Tina out of Mecklenburg County, Virginia, for a little bit of a dusting of snow that you see, as Amy's been saying, on a lot of those elevated surfaces. But if you want more snow, you got to keep going into Virginia. I've had a number of people from Salem and Christiansburg near Roanoke and Virginia Tech saying they got about 1 to 3 inches. So just coating near the Virginia state line. Elsewhere, it is a cold rain. I know, not exactly what you want to hear if you're a snow lover. Now, starting to pass off some energy toward the coast, so we're going to see a little bit of a lull in the rain, everything falling pretty lightly for the time being, but it'll be with us throughout the peak morning commute hours. You can see that here as we just adjusted our hour-by-hour precipitation chance. We just did that. You'll notice it popping up on the WRAL weather app, but yeah, fairly widespread for the next hour or so, turning more scattered through midday, and then trailing off as we head into the afternoon. Ken?
Chris, happening now in the WRAL Traffic Center. We are seeing those wet road conditions out there, and traffic beginning to pick up just a little bit, particularly on those westbound lanes of I-40 as we look live at I-40 and Lake Wheeler Road this morning. That's southern loop of the Beltline, no delays whatsoever. If you're coming in from Garner, Johnston County, no delays between Highway 36 and the Beltline as well. And that's what we're seeing on all of our major routes coming into the Raleigh-Wake County area, short of a 1-minute delay if you're coming in from Knightdale, no delays if you're coming in from Wake Forest as well. And similarly, we're not seeing any slowdowns whatsoever on any of those major routes heading into Durham at this hour. You're getting ready to head into the car, though. Tune us in on the radio, 101.5 HD3. We'll keep you updated all morning long.
We know you will, Ken. Thank you. Road teams in Raleigh and Wake County are on standby should the conditions worsen.
Let's go to WRAL's Flynn Snyder, who is out on the road right now, riding the Beltline. Flynn, what are you seeing right now?
Yeah, Renee, Chris, it's been a wet morning here on the roads right now. We'll give you a look at 440 westbound. We just got back on the Beltline from New Bern Ave. Volume starting to pick up. You see some of the headlights traveling in the eastbound directions now, but speeds remain normal. Also picking up right now, the rain. It's coming down more consistently than we've seen for most of the morning, and we've upped the speed on our windshield wipers right now. Wet pavement remains the biggest concern, although travel time and speeds are remaining normal. We're going just over 60 miles an hour. No snow or sleet to report here, just a cold rain here in Raleigh. Still could make a mess of the road, so just allow yourself some extra time if you do have to be out and about this morning. Reporting live in Raleigh, Flynn Snyder, WRAL News.
And for the rest of the morning, we are likely just to see rain in Raleigh and Community South. Our temperatures are above freezing there.
Yeah, we've been watching that very closely. In fact, our team of meteorologists have been on standby watching that. And Amy Wilmoth, you've been kind of starting us off with what the conditions are looking like and how things are going to progress.
That's right. And thankfully, our exclusive tool, the road temperatures, show all those numbers above freezing. So we're just dealing with wet roads so far. So far, so good this morning. Here's a look at some of our reports. Snow on grassy surfaces and elevated surfaces in South Hill, Virginia. Meteorologist Chris Michaels just showed you one of the reported photos that came in as well. Snow in Roxborough and Carr Lake. So again, confined to our northern communities. We've had some sleet reported in Roanoke Rapids, also one of our northern communities. So most of the impacts have been north of the Triangle. This is a live look at South Hill, Virginia right now. It's hard to see. We'll be able to see this better once the sun comes up, but there's some snow that's accumulated on the grassy surfaces only, and on the elevated surfaces, we saw that with one of the photos that came in. The roads remain simply wet and not icy, not snow covered or anything like that. All of the precipitation has been fairly light so far. In the northern part of our viewing area where you see that white and the pink, that's where we have the winter precipitation. It's a cold rain from the Triangle and points to the south. So really just confined to the counties that border Virginia and our viewing area. South Hill still getting some snow. Carr Lake, Clarksville still getting some snow. Roxborough, it looks like a little bit of a mixed bag there. And we'll hear from Allie coming up in just a little bit. She's live in Roxborough. 32, the current temperature in South Hill, Virginia. So the air temperature is down to freezing, but the road temperature is still above freezing. Futurecast for the next couple of hours, we'll still have the winter precipitation in the northern half of our viewing area. But again, it's just those counties that border Virginia. Notice how temperatures are above freezing in the Triangle and points to the south. So it's just a chilly rain. And then by the time we get to around lunchtime or so, the winter precip is pretty much over and it's just a cold rain. And that's mainly south and east of the Triangle. So we might even dry out a little bit across parts of the Triangle and in our northern counties as we head into the noon hour. And certainly by the evening, things are looking pretty good with everybody above freezing and the rain really winding down. Meteorologist Chris Michaels is here with us as well, talking about the different kinds of precipitation that we're getting.
And just kind of reiterate what you said, right? A lot of us just dealing with that cold nuisance rain, and that's from the Triangle southward. But when you get up toward the Virginia state line, it's where the air is cold enough through a deeper column of the atmosphere to where you see some of that snow and sleet. In fact, I actually just got a report from a viewer named Lois, who is in Granville County, and said that she's been starting to see some snow mixing in for the past half hour. This is that deep cold air that you see is from the Triangle northward, and watch how it continues to retreat back to the north as we continue to go throughout the morning. So our precipitation type is really just going to be rain late morning into the afternoon, and even by the afternoon, a lot of that is going to pull off toward the east as our cold front starts to pull off toward the east. And so with that in mind, it's probably just going to keep our rain chances Saturday confined to areas like maybe Clinton, maybe Fayetteville, and perhaps as far north as Goldsboro. But by Sunday, it's maybe a stray shower coming in over the mountains. Heading into next week, this is the overall pattern. You'll see this big area of low pressure dip down from Canada, and it drags that cold air over the Great Lakes and into the mountains. So we are not looking at another deep snow chance here. In fact, your best shot at really good accumulating snow throughout the next 1 to 2 weeks is going to be adjacent to the Great Lakes, common for this time of year, and then up towards Snowshoe in West Virginia. So if you have a skiing or snowboarding trip up that way, you're probably excited about that. Back here at home for the next 7 days. Today, our high temperatures in the 30s. So what was it? I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday this past week. It was just kind of a raw day. Yeah, today's going to be more of the same for most of you. Tomorrow, we're in the 40s. Sunday, we're in the low 50s. So there's Christmas parades, tree lightings this weekend. Don't cancel them over what little bit is happening today. Heading into early this coming week, 40s for highs Monday and Tuesday, bouncing back into the 50s Wednesday and Thursday. Ken?
All right, Chris, happening now in the WRAL Traffic Center, we're seeing all these wet road conditions right now. But the good news is we're not seeing any incidents on our live traffic map this morning. I know many of you use I-540 as an alternate route during the morning hours. Here's what it looks like. Delay-free all the way from Lewisburg Road all the way over to I-40 this morning. So I-540 is part of your morning commute. You don't have anything to worry about this morning. And that's really what we're seeing on all of our major routes as we take a live look at I-40 and Avon Ferry Road traffic flowing nicely in all directions. And that's really the good news this morning. The only thing we just reported, first responders are working a crash on Capitol Boulevard right near the Beltline. I'm not seeing any delays right now, but I'll keep an eye on it and let you know if it's going to affect your morning commute. That's the icon right there, but very little to no delays on any of the other major routes coming into the Raleigh-Wade County area. If you're listening to us on the radio, we do appreciate that. If you're getting ready to head into the car, tune us in, 101.5 HD3.
And just a reminder, we want to know what the weather looks like where you are. So take a picture, shoot some video if it's safe to do so this morning, and then you can upload it to the reported section of our WRAL News app or WRAL.com.
And here's a live look at Roxborough, where we have been seeing some light snow coming down as well as some sleet mixed in. Just talked with the Roxborough police chief, not seeing any big travel impacts right now, but we will keep monitoring this situation for you. Our northern communities are the snow winners out of this. We'll be back right after this.
Good morning, Rocky Mountain Mills. Don't worry, we didn't forget about you. As we're taking a look live here, you can see the tower is lit up. Hopefully you watch that this week, but there's also a little bit of rain on the lens, and that just kind of sets the stage of what we are seeing in our area today.
Having a weather resource you can trust is crucial, especially this time of year. We want to show you some exclusive features on the WRAL app that will help you track conditions.
So look at your screen real quick. Here's a look at the app this morning. The home screen puts weather alerts at the top of the screen where you can't miss them. A new feature that's helpful. You can also access closings from the app. Those are front and center as well.
The app also puts the forecast at your fingertips. Under the radar section, you can see the dual Doppler 5000 and zoom it into your neighborhood. You can also look at the national radar, map current weather alerts, and see our futurecast. The WRAL weather app is available for free wherever you download your app.
Now, on days like today, we are reminded that not everyone in our community has the means to purchase warm winter gear, but you can help through WRAL's annual Coats for the Children campaign.
Now through December 31st, we need your help to gather as many coats, hats, and gloves as possible. To find a neighborhood Jiffy Lube drop-off location near you or make a monetary donation, scan the code on your screen or go to WRAL.com/coats. Help WRAL and the Salvation Army spread warmth and hope.
Your time is 6:26, and we are just 2.5 hours into our winter weather coverage this morning. And we'll be here keeping you safe throughout the morning as we give you live looks all throughout the morning.
Yeah, the morning commute could be a little dicey for those along and north of I-85. That's where we're expected to see a possible sleet and a wintry mix. Here's a look at road conditions on 15501 in Durham. Team coverage of our WRAL Winter Weather Alert Day after this break. We'll have more live reports coming up.